Good morning. Welcome to Quiet Life, the Minecraft save where we treat Minecraft like a nice, cozy game. So pretty. It's time to go inside so we don't get monsters. This is episode 3, by the way, so if you haven't seen the other ones, go ahead and look back. If not, we're just going to continue on. In the last episode, we put in our first field of wheat, as well as built out a barnyard. In between videos, I, bred up some animals, fill out this barnyard, make it a little more lively. There's also a cow in here that believes himself to be a pig. And who am I to judge? You live your truth. As well as you saw in the intro video there, our little boathouse to be able to get in between our barnyard area, our whole farm, and the 2 villages along the river down south. But I would like to start today with what is rapidly becoming a bit of a tradition. And that is some terraforming, in what I'm now affectionately naming Carry with Ori. So here we go. Just a little more rounding out to try to make it a little more bucolic, a little more cohesive with the environment and less steep cliffs. Still got a lot to work on in this aspect. Still got a lot over in this direction, but progress. And more terraforming in the future. Next up is something I've been putting off for a little bit now, and it's about time to actually address, and that would be an issue of paths. Because, buddy, I need to have a path that goes from the house to the village, but also to the farm, and also through the farm to the other side. Try to make it more cohesive and all together. I'm going to need a lot of shovels. But more importantly, we could also use this as the impetus for planning out where our wheat fields are going to be, where our other fields are going to be, because wheat is not the only crop. I'm aware. We're gonna spread out in that direction, spread out in that direction. We'll have some melons, pumpkins. It's gonna be great. Now, gonna go craft some shovels and get this process started. Stone shovels, in case you were wondering, but we got our first paths and our spaces clearly delineated for the future, which is pretty neat. I think next we should start working on spreading out this wheat field a little bit and encompassing more of its natural terrain. I'd like to see it go all the way along the path of this hill and filling out this entire area, and then this entire area over here. And in order to do that, we're going to have to get just a little crafty. Because you see, the water only goes horizontally or 1 block vertically. It's not going to climb down these hillsides. And in order to fill in the natural landscape in the way that we need to do just a little more digging. So the easiest way to go about that is just fill it in, and then fill it in. And now these should all hydrate. Come on. Yeah, you could do it. I believe in you. Now to go 4 out. Just like before. Gonna need a lot of water buckets. And given that I need a significant amount of water, this gives me a little bit of an idea. So right over here next to the house seems about right. Let's just go ahead and pop down a nice, cute little well. And you're going to be with me on this one. This well is a bit more complicated than I anticipated. Huh. We're just gonna bop, bop, and bop. And now, that's an over there problem. Anyways, let's just bop and bop. And now, infinite water source wells that we could just come up and make this process a lot easier. I prettied it up a little bit, and now we're good to get back to this whole process. We're gonna fill in these hills right about now. Two hours. That 30-second clip took 2 hours, but it was absolutely worth it. We have our first rolling field of wheat installed. It looks great. It is everything I'd hoped. Waiting on that little bit to grow, but overall, fantastic. This field, on the other hand, this took 2 hours, and I'm completely out of seeds. This was more than I anticipated. So this is going to be a next time, but I love it. And you'll also notice around the wheat field, I've added a 1 block gap. I'm going to add some kind of barrier between the wheat field and the path. I'm still deciding on how exactly I want to do it, but it's going to add a little more interest to this whole pathway and kind of tie it all together. In the interim, I do have a few other projects that I would like to do today, and one of them is we have a lot of grain. And where do you keep grain? In the rain. You keep grain in the rain. That's better. As I was saying, where do you keep the grain? Keep the grain in a silo. And I think behind Thistle's barn here, stable, I do believe would be a great place to put a few silos. So I'm going to go ahead, probably right around here. Bet you were expecting a time lapse there. So was I. But, yeah, things did not go as planned. Instead of pausing whenever I had to walk away, I hit the end record button, which isn't how flashback works. And then it turned nighttime. And then a zombie. But anyways, silos. But yeah, I died. It's a good thing this isn't hardcore. But here we go. 3 silos. They are on their own here, but I'm eventually going to fill this space with a bit more. This is just the start. Not entirely sold on those roofs. I think they need a little more work, but I'll deal with that in a little bit. Till then, we have other projects. Yeah, I couldn't leave them alone because they were bugging me, but this is the design I'm going for now. It's a bit more rounded, a bit more detail. I like it. We're going to leave it here. I really do have other things I need to do, but silos. I'm going to go this way now. Heading on down the river. Our little trading stations that we have for the villagers definitely use a little work to try to make it more good, because this ain't doing it for me. I would like to excavate this out, put in a nice dock and a little trading station here to be able to take my things over here and trade with the villagers. Same with this village a little bit down the way. It has another little dock, but this goes to an island. I kind of want to keep this situation going on and maybe build out on that and fix this up a little bit. But then have my little trading station integrate into the village to have more of a presence. There's also a third village, an acacia village, just over from my farm, and I haven't quite decided how I want to integrate into this village. Probably just gonna pass on over and build a trading station somewhere around here, but we'll sort that out. Right now, let's get going on this little project. Okay, I was in the middle of a time lapse, but I really had to show this. I really had to show this. Oh my god, please still be here. Yes! Okay. This is very important. I had to show you on camera, because... No. Yes! Pale oak saplings. Pale oak. Pale oak! I now have another type of wood. I'm so happy. I'm gonna plant this in a place of honor. And hopefully I get more saplings, because I really need a new type of wood. And pale oak, that gives me options. Grow please. Grow please. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Anyways, with that diversion out of the way, saplings achieved. I cannot express the palpable joy I have of, I can't go around exploring and trying to find a pale garden. And just the fact that the pale garden came to me, I think I need to make a little space for them separately, kind of make them in the environment. Because with the spruce, I just kind of, hello hole? I just kind of incorporated them into the forest over here. I don't think this will do it in the same way. So that's another project for next time. Anyways, back to what we were doing. So yeah, got a little market stall now. This is the idea. Kind of blends in a little bit and kind of stands out a bit. This is where I'm gonna have just a little bit of storage, so that way I could have a bit more over here at the village to be able to trade at a time. And now I have to go doing the other village. I swear, me and Rain, we're not friends. That makes the recordings look not the best. Got a little bridge, gotta fix it up. Working on it. Well, there we go. We got our little dock, tiny little bridge, and I believe I would like to build the trading station right around here, because this is a nice spot. All right. Ta-da! Trading station number 2. Both villages have a trading station and a dock, so that way I could trade more efficiently with the villagers. So now, we have a couple more projects that I'd like to get out of the way today, and that requires us heading back to the farm. Now this next idea comes from a comment on my previous video from Rhyman Jones 3, and I love the idea of having an apiary for bees, because bees pollinate so many crops. They're vitally important to the ecosystem. So, of course, I should probably have some on the farm. And in order to do that, they need a nice cozy home. And I have just the right amount of space right about here to be able to set up my little apiary. We're going to come over here to the forest. I've been saving something. Do you see what I see? Not just one, but 2 beehives. And I have been saving these since day 1. So now I'm going to make some beehives over here to try to breed a couple of newbies, bring them on over with the lead, and start my own little beehives. They're so cute. So now we just need to harvest some honeycombs. That way we can make our own beehives without getting absolutely trounced by a bunch of bees. There we go. And I question the logistics of carrying around a lit campfire. Just Minecraft logic. Anyways, there we go. That is 6 down. And I need a lot more. After much waiting and bee watching, we now have our honeycomb. And we can get started on the apiary over in that direction. So, I'll be back. You continue. Keep on keeping on. Bye. Seriously, today is just a day of tasks that take a very long time because each iteration of that got me 6. And now I have 36 of them. That took a minute. But with that, we now can do our beehives. I did not bring enough wood, but you get the idea. And now we have our cozy little bee house with our beehives out back. Storage room all up in here. And our very first bees. There are 2 of them. One here. The other one's probably being shy somewhere else. In there. But there we go. That's a start. I'm going to have to breed all of these up in between until I have a full apiary. But I love it. This is good. This was a good day. Genuinely, this was a very good day. I have my first wheat field planted. I have trading stations in both villages nearby. Got to figure that one out later. I have paths. I got silos. I got bees. And pale oak. It's been pretty good. Next time, we've got to sort out what we're going to do with the pale oak. I have a whole other field here to plant. I'd like to be able to plant field for melons and pumpkins and carrots and all of the other stuff, as well as miscellaneous other distractions that I'm certain I'll come to. Oh yeah, the paths. I gotta do the paths too. Until then, if you could like and subscribe, I'm trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. And yeah, I'm gonna go farming. You have a good day. Goodbye.